get very far on that.
Okay.
Anyway, it's very interesting, and I really appreciate you doing a workshop like this. This was really good information.
I'm going to keep hitting up all the real estate offices until I can't anymore, until some of you all come into and do it yourselves.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Glad that you're here. Anyone else? We got 60 more seconds before we get started. Who else? What else did you get? Chris? Chris, I see you. So since you are on camera,
Oh, okay.
lovely.
I came in just now, but was the question, what did we get
Uh,
from?
yeah, from this morning, you were on this morning session. So what did you get that you didn't know before?
Well, I got a lot. As a matter of fact, I need an assistant. So I need some help kind of keeping up and with the schedule,
Okay.
being on time. So I just need
Mm,
organization, um, and a schedule so I'll know what I have to do every day.
okay.
Uh,
Yes, yes, yes. And those are some things that in coaching, I have worked with a lot of agents one-on-one. It's a lot of things that you see on the front end. But when we get on the back end, it's like, nope, I don't have that. Nope, I don't have a calendar. No, I don't have anybody on my appointment schedule. So it's like those kind of small things. I love to work with realtors to help them build their business up. Because we can always jump into social media, but at the same time, if you don't have the basic system set up, the CRM, is your calendar set up, like the basic things, then it's going to be tougher to get into the social media part. So if you know, even though I'm at Sampson Properties, we have coaching way affordable. So you know that those that are with Sampson Properties, you know that that is a very inexpensive amount of money to pay for coaching. For what you're getting, you're meeting with a coach one-on-one twice a month for an hour, and we help you build your business. So, but I still coach realtors and entrepreneurs also so that we can make sure, look, I'm gonna give you 6 weeks. This is what it's going to take. And we're going to get you things, get things set up so that you feel good, you feel confident about, all right, I got my CRM set, I've got my call to action, I've got my link tree set up where I've got all of my links of where I am. I got my websites in one place. Now you feel confident with speaking more on social media because now when you do the content, when you're putting the content out there, now it makes more sense because now you're just doing this. I'm just attracting you to my calendar. I'm attracting you to get my ebook, whatever it is that you're offering. So if that is something that you know that you need some help and support in, um, I'm here to help out with that as well. But today I want to welcome everybody back. This one is going to be recorded. I didn't know that PG Car was not going to record earlier. So thank God I do have something in the toolkit for you to help you go through those steps. So I didn't know that they weren't going to record it and I wasn't going to sit there and argue with it with Renata. She's been very nice to get things going, but I wanted to make sure that you at least got that in one of the toolkits. Okay. So let's talk about that first. So I can go over that first and foremost so that we can just be reminded what did we go over this morning? So this morning we went over setting up your chat GPT, the personalization, the settings, the securities to make sure that everything is taken care of. And that way it responds like you, if not better. If not, it's going to sound like a robot and you're not really going to use it. I like to learn things by seeing it. So that's why I'm doing these demos after the actual class, because if you're like me, you need to see it actually working to say, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I felt pretty good with making sure that you got the screenshot so that you can see how to do it. Okay. If you don't, if you didn't go through that and you're like, I still need more help, then I did have the setup opportunity for you so that you can do it one-on-one with me and I'll make sure that it's done. It's done. Okay. So let me show you what the two options were. These were the two options that I left with so that you can make the decision on how did you want to move forward with your AI. One was you needed to get the AI set up. And if you needed that done, that included me getting on, well, let's start with the $47 one because that one, the toolkit is giving you everything that you need. The master class that I did back in December, it's going over the customizations. Okay. So I'm giving you that access so you can look at that at your own pace. My personal AI stack is included, and I'm going to go over that today so that you can see. I only went over 4 today, but there's more depending on what you want to do. Plus, I want to talk with some of you about being a consultant. And that's going to be a big heavy hitter for many of you who definitely, if you like teaching. Okay. We're going to go over the personal content creator. I want you to see how it works so that you can see that shortcut, that GPT inside of your chat GPT account so that you can easily get content on demand. So I'll be going over that tonight. And then the Profit Path Coach. That GPT also is going to live inside of your chat GPT account. Whether it's free or you have a paid account, it doesn't matter. It's still going to be there. That one's going to be your direct coach to help with guided questions, 4 of them. And one of you will have the opportunity tonight to at least go through it so that we can see, what your answers are going to be. This is going to be a way for you to figure out what's next. Remember, I said to be at the beginning stage of anything, especially this era of AI revolution just starting, you want to be in the place where you can at least see what kind of income opportunities are available for me specifically. And so that's going to be a guided test, not a test, but more of a Q&A to kind of go over what kind of things are available for you specifically for what you want to do. Okay. All of that is $47 one time. Typically, if you go on my site now, you will be able to see my Linktree page. I'm offering these each now for $97 each. So I wanted to make sure you guys got it. It's a no-brainer. You got 2 of them. And the resource pack and the replay all for $47. So you can get that. You'll have it tonight. If you wanted to take things a step further with everything I just said before, you're going to get everything in the toolkit, plus you'll get the implementation session with me. So some of you have already set up your sessions already today, which is great. So we are, by the end of the week, you guys should be straight with everything. That implementation is just you and I getting onto Zoom. I'm helping you make sure that your customizations are set. Everything is locked and loaded and making sure that you're comfortable. Remember, you're just setting it one time. We're walking you through to make sure the content creator is in place for you and also the Profit Path Coach. So that's more, I need help. Lori, just help me do it. Let's get it over with so we can get to the cash. And that setup is only $297 one time. So both options have a Klarna option. If you don't want to, don't really want to pay it all at one time, you can do that. So it does have an option for Klarna where you can pay in 4 interest-free payments and you can pretty much get started with everything today. So then I think they're just collecting like $74 today. But you pay every 2 weeks until it's paid off, no interest, it's not hitting your credit. But yeah, you can get started with that and you'll get access to everything. All right, so any questions on that before we get into the demos? All good?
So I just came in late. I caught the end of it.
Who's that?
That's Quincy. I'm sorry, I just literally logged in. I was rushing for my
Okay,
appointment to get here, but I
I'm
caught
glad
the
you
end.
rushed.
I caught the end of that, whatever it is.
Okay. So you were on earlier today. All I was doing was just going over the 2 different offers, the AI setup. If you need me to help you go through the customizations, so you can get that. And then, and I'll drop this into the chat box so that you can have it one more time. Or if you just wanted the toolkit and you're like, Lori, just give me everything and I can just install it myself. That's $47. That's everything I was going over. Does anyone else hear an echo? I hope I don't have a bad sound. Is anyone else hearing an echo? Is my sound that bad?
I,
Hmm?
Nope, no echo.
no
Okay.
echo. No.
Veronica, do you have two windows open? Maybe log out and come back in. and maybe that'll help clear it. But a lot of times if you have two systems open, that'll be the only thing I'm thinking. If you have two Zoom windows open and maybe you have your phone on Zoom, I don't know. I don't know. All right, so let's get with the money. I want to make sure you all are getting paid because as 2 weeks ago, I slipped on ice, right? And I've been in the business for a long time. So I'm taking a look at if I can't get outside and do what I need to do to show properties, get to appointments, I can't be on this knee for a long time. Torn meniscus, right? So I'm getting that healed right now. And I'm thinking, what if something does happen where I can't go outside and make money? And this is why it's very important to have other streams of income that don't require you to be in place physically. Amen? Because if I can't, if I have to rely on commissions and all the things and I have to show up, that's more stress to reset every single month. So years ago, this is the reason why I said earlier, I wanted to be in place where I'm showing everyday individuals, realtors, entrepreneurs, how they can make additional income in addition to what they're doing already. So we will talk about that income opportunity. And that's why I said real estate, many of you might have a job already. So it doesn't affect you the same way. But if you're doing real estate full time, how many of you are full time? If you're in full time, you understand the stress of every single month, I'm unemployed. I've got to reset myself every single month. And that's any business owner. You know, you're depending on customers to make the transaction happen every single month. So if you've got another job or if you're okay and you've got the accounts nice and fluffy, you're in good standing. But 2 weeks ago, I was nervous because I'm like, what am I going to do if I can't get to my closing? Like I have a walkthrough with my client and everything else, and what's going to happen with that. So we got through it. We got through it. I don't have to be there everywhere, but opportunities like this, I wanted to go into what consulting may look like for many of you, because that may be some of the answers that you're getting. All right, so we've got about 4 different things to go through first. Let's hit the content first. Can we talk about how the content creator works first?
Yes.
You ready? All right, let's get into that. A couple of years ago, I figured out I really like to write. Not everybody likes to write. Not everybody likes social media content. And I came up with some postings that help realtors copy and paste. Professionals can just simply copy and paste the content and you can put it into your social media. Now I look back and that content was very nice, but at the same time, it really wasn't customized towards who you were. You would still, if you were a nurse, you'd have to modify it a little bit. If you were an insurance agent, you still would have to modify it just a little bit just to make that post work. Now, what I wanted to do was now it's easier. You can create a GPT to make it talk the way you want it to talk. All right. So what we didn't do earlier today is these GPTs over here are available for you in the store. And if you hit explore GPTs, there are some that are already made for you. Some people have already made custom GPTs to help your business. So you've got some in the writing category, productivity, research and analysis, education, all right, and programming if you're into that. So these guys, everyday people, these are not, higher than, but these are everyday people who have decided, I'm going to build a GPT that everyday people can simply use to help create a shortcut for what they need in their life. So we're not going to go through all of these, but if you needed to go through any of these are basic shortcuts. That's what GPTs are. They're just GPT shortcuts so that you can get work done faster. So I created 2 of them. They're not public because honestly, I don't know everything that's all involved with someone else's GPT. I don't know how it was created and all the information that they might be gathering. So I haven't used any here. Some of my coaches, I have used some of theirs because it has helped me with some of the video creation that I get to make in my business. But just so you know, you can go over to the left-hand side, check out GPTs. When you purchase either one of the AI setup or the AI toolkit, you're going to get a GPT, and it's going to be a URL link, and it's going to give you instructions. Like, right, Jeff, you got the instructions on how to install it. So as long as you've got your Chat GPT account up, you grab that URL and you'll be able to install it, and it's going to pop right over here on your left-hand side. It's going to live there, it's going to stay there, and you can just pin it there. Just pin it there so it's easy to get to. Now, when you get to your assistant and you need to get to it, let's see how it performs. So let's go into the content creator. Let's get into the content creator. And let's see, I need someone to be a volunteer. Someone can volunteer. Help me out. Who's ready? Come on, not all at once. Hello? Are we here?
Hey, I'll volunteer. Go ahead.
Okay, who's that, Chris?
This is Chris. Just
Okay, Chris.
yes.
All right. So when you pin this inside of your Chat GPT, thank you. Now you have this accessible. What I wanted to do was make sure that social media posts, listing descriptions, postcards, market updates, and even seller email responses are easy for you, and you don't have to really even think too much. So of course, the first thing that you want to do is make sure that you've got your customization set up in your account first. Don't try to do this and you haven't done that part yet. So I'm just going to wake it up in the conversation bar here. I'm just going to say hello. It's going to guide you to whatever needs to get done. So Chris, you have a choice of 1 through 8. What do you want to start with? What kind of content are you looking for to get help with today? Just for example, open house content, listing description, unless you have an address for me, just listed cards, buyer, seller, email responses, market.
Let's go with 1, the open house content.
All right, bet. Let's see what it's going to ask you for. So remember, you can use the shortcut way and use the microphone if you want to. So you don't have to go and say number 1. You don't have to type that out. So if you just wanted to put in the number 1, just do that. And then it knows exactly what you're trying to do. Let me move this thing out of the way because she's just in my way. All right. Again, let's use the microphone so I can easily speak the answers when you say it. First name is Chris. What city or market is the open house going to be in?
It's going to be Charles County, Charlotte Hall.
Charlotte Hall is the city, right?
Maryland.
Okay. Charlotte Hall is the city. Is this going to be for buyers, neighbors, both?
For buyers.
Perfect. Okay. And then what's your tone? Do you want it to be professional, warm, confident, casual? You can do a mix of them.
Warm and professional.
Got it. And which platform are you going to post this on when you get it?
As some platform, I'm just thinking Bright MLS, but what else were you suggesting?
Well, what social media platform are you going to put it on? Facebook, Instagram, or both?
Both would be new to me, but I'll say both.
Okay. All right, bet. All right, so let's do this. All right, so first name is Chris. The city is, first name is Chris. The city is Charlotte Hall, Maryland. This is going to be for buyers. And we want the tone to be professional and warm. And this platform for social media is going to be both for Facebook and Instagram. It heard me. All I'm doing is hitting the check mark so we can process what I just said. I could have typed it out, but I didn't. All right, so that's everything there. I'm going to hit the button to go. This is getting content ready for Facebook and Instagram so that he can copy and paste this to let people know basically about the upcoming event of his open house. So it asked me a question. I just need one quick clarification before I write it. Which one is this for? We're going to say both. I said that. Both. Chatty always wants to please us, so we want to make sure we get something good. Now, here's what you can copy and paste. If, remember I said the TAD method, if you don't like it, then you can always dig a little bit deeper to give it more of your personality. But let's check this one out. Open house in Charlotte, Maryland. If you've been waiting for the right opportunity to explore your next home, this is your chance. Join me for an open house in Charlotte Hall where you can walk through the home at your pace, ask questions, and get a real feel for the space and neighborhood. Open houses are the one best ways for buyers to picture themselves living there and deciding if it's the right fit. Now, it's always Chris going to have a call to action. So whether you're actively house hunting or just starting to explore your options, I'd love to welcome you and help you take the next steps with confidence. So you're going to put the address and if you want to put the address in here, this is most important. What most people on the internet don't do. They don't do a call to action. So all of the ones that I've done inside, all of the call to actions will be inside of your postings on every post. I've created it that way. So you're directing the viewer to do something. So here it's saying comment open house and I'll send you the details, or message me directly if you'd like to schedule a private showing. Does that sound like your tone, or do you want to punch it up a little bit more?
Not quite my tone. I would like a little more energy, a little more salesman onto some of the positive features. Something this is like this particular property is less than 2 miles from the bay, so it's near the water. Also, it's got a large yard at like 1.5 acres, single family home, 1.5 acres.
It's got a large yard, and what did you say about water access?
Water access is say 1 mile from the Chesapeake Bay.
Okay. All I'm doing is digging now, right? So it's not that it's wrong, but it just needs to give it a little bit more. So I said more energy, please, and entertaining. When I do that, that's going to punch it up to have a little bit more personality. That's all. Nothing wrong with it, but if it's not your tone exactly, then this is going to be it. All right, so this one is open house alert. This one is worth getting off the couch for. If you've been dreaming of space, fresh air, and being close to the water, this home checks all the boxes. We're talking a large yard with room to relax, entertain, garden, or just enjoy some peace and quiet. Plus, you're just 1 mile from the Chesapeake Bay. This means weekends, sunsets, boating, fishing, and that coastal lifestyle vibe without giving up comfort or convenience. Okay. All of that, put your address in here. Once again, comment open house and I'll send you the details, or message me directly. Does that sound more like what you'd post?
Yes.
Okay. So all I'm doing is just, you said it, you asked it, but in here, if I just need a little bit more entertaining and energy, please. And if it didn't include the pool and the backyard and the 1 mile from the Chesapeake Bay, throw that in there so it can spice it in here, and now it's yours. So now here it is. If you have a picture of that house, great. You can take that image, take it to Facebook and Instagram. That's your image. I would copy this information and paste it into the description area. There you go. Now you've got your post. So that's how you can do it. There's other sites. If you don't have imagery, I would use unsplash.com or Pexels, P-E-X-E-L-S. all you're looking for is royalty-free images, right? So if I want to put in here, Unsplash is a free site, Pexels is a free site. I just like to get imagery from there when I need it for social media. So let's just say I'm putting in here waterfront property. This is not exactly Charlotte Hall, but if it's something that resembles and makes sense for what you're trying to do, then you can put that definitely online. This is like a Miami feel. No high rises in Charlotte, I don't think, right?
No.
There's some premium pictures on here, guys. You have to pay for these. So if it says browse premium images with iStock, those you have to pay for, but everything else, they're free. They are free. So let's say, for example, I'm picking this kitchen for whatever reason here. If this is what I'm choosing to put on that particular post, there's a download button right here. You don't have to pay the person who created the image, but it gives you the option if you did just want to do a shout out on their page. But I downloaded it, boom. Now I've got the image on my computer. Easy enough. Let's go back. And now let's say you wanted to do a social media post. This is very similar to one, but this is more geared towards that open house that you're doing. It's templated for that. Let's do a social media post with the same info. All right, Chris, now you've got one post. If a large yard and being close to the water are on your wish list, you'll want to pay attention to this one. This Charlotte Hall home gives you room to breathe, host, relax, and actually enjoy your outdoor space. And it's just located 1 mile from the Chesapeake Bay. Think voting days, waterfront sunset, and that laid back bay lifestyle without being on top of the crowds. This is the kind of place where weekends feel different and home actually feels like an escape. Call to action, comment info, and I'll send the details or message me directly if you want to take a closer look. If you want more energy, let's see what it does. She knows what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
She knows what I'm trying to say. Got it. Big space, fresh air, water vibes. This Charlotte home comes with a large yard that actually gives you room to live, entertain, relax, and enjoy your space. Add in the fact that you're just 1 mile from the Chesapeake Bay, and suddenly your weekends look a whole lot better. I like it. You know, both of them have the same good energy, but if you like both of them, now you can start batching them up. So think about the top of your week. Sundays, what I would typically do is I would get my content out at least for the week. That way I'm not having to go in here all the time and have to create something. So I have a running Google Drive and I just have a Google Sheet in there and I just have different postings. It's easier for me to get right to the drive because I can sit here, let's say today it's Sunday, and I can sit here and I can copy, paste, copy this top one, copy, that's Tuesday, right? This one here, this one's going to go out on Wednesday. Copy that. So how I do my week is I'll sit there and I'll have the postings there and I can just copy them right from Google Drive, much easier. However you do it is up to you, but I like to have this on demand. So that's pretty much it when it comes to using this on demand. No need to try to figure out what to say and all the creative stuff you got to say. Let ChatGPT do it for you. Let it do it for you. How do you guys feel about that? Does it make it writing a little bit easier for you? Much easier, much easier. All right. Do we want to do another example or are you pretty good? You want to move on to the next one? So remember, inside of this AI, this one's made specifically for realtors. It's not, and I have one for other industries like other professionals, but you guys have this specifically for what you need to get done. Now, here's a trick. Chris, if you have all of this and it's today, Tuesday, and you were chatting and did all this in here, just realize it's not going to save it. It will be saved, but it will be over here on the left-hand side in your chats.
Right.
It'll be saved over here in your chats. And remember, I said if you are doing open house, if you're doing a lot of open houses or you have a lot of content that you just want to create, then maybe you want to create a content project folder.
Okay.
All right. And you see, when I said any of these conversations, any of these chats, if I hit the three dots over here, not that one. If I hit the three dots, it's going to give me the permission to move it to a project if I want to. Move it to a project. That way I can keep all the conversations in one project so I don't have to keep repeating myself over and over again.
Now, question.
Keeps all the conversations the same. Yeah.
When you move it to the project, is it moving that entire output or just that last refinement?
Everything. Everything you started in that new thread, everything from top to bottom. Okay. Are we good? Put a 1 in the chat if you feel pretty comfortable that you see can change the emails up. All right. Now, another thing is the emails. I had to do that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Veronica. Emails. I had to send an email out earlier today, and I'm like, this sounds very immature. It didn't sound like the professional that I wanted it to come out to be. So I used this I copied what I had in here and I said, please revise this. Please revise this. And it made it punch up just a little bit more. So it sounded much better. So this is why I said you having access to ChatGPT will change the way that you think and work smarter and not harder. You're just working in a different direction to have tools on the side here that will give you access to quicker answers. Quicker answers. Okay. All right. So it sounds good. You got this figured out. You can have it resting right over here. It's going to live here. Any updates that I do to that GPT, you'll get it for lifetime. It's just going to make it better. All right. So you'll have access to it forever. Let's go into the Profit Path Coach. Thank you, Chris, for being a great gentleman to help out. Are these in the premium GPT? What do you mean in the premium? They're in both. Are you talking about AI Toolkit has it? Yes. And the setup has it, of course.
Like moving the folder, creating a folder, all of these are in the basic one as well, or are they in the premium?
Yes. Yeah. You have projects in there. Yes. You cannot create GPTs in a free account. No, you cannot do that, but you can receive GPTs. Absolutely. You can receive them and install them in it's not really installing, but you can pin it in your account, but you can't create GPTs on a free account. All right. Let me have another wonderful contestant come on down. Someone who needs to figure out what is my next path of discovery with money and where's my next money going to come from? Who's next? I need a volunteer.
Okay, I'll volunteer. Nobody else want to.
I don't know. What is everybody scared of? We're scared of the money. Okay. So we're going to get through this one and it's going to ask you 4 questions, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Hold on one second. All right, so we're going to start with your first name. Is it Orenti?
Yes.
All right, so that's all you need to get started with. The coach will take it from there.
Oh,
Now, I hope you're okay with everybody on here. There's 18 people. They're going to know what you're about to get smashed out in income, okay?
mm,
Question number one, what do you love to do?
I love to meet people.
You said meet people?
Yes.
Okay,
New
let's narrow that down a little bit more.
Okay. I love making new connections. Is that more narrow? No.
Okay, I like it. That's better. What excites you about life? Making new connections, right?
Um, Opportunity to go places.
Okay. Well, I was just some ideas just to kind of help support what you love to do. But making new connections, that's number one. Number two,
Mhm.
what are you good at? What do people often compliment you on?
I am good with convincing people to take actions.
You're good with, you said,
Convincing people or convincing people to take actions. Um,
move. How about we move? Because convincing sounds a little bit more um, harsher. Good with helping people make decisions or move what?
yeah, that sounds better.
Okay. So you're great with helping people make decisions.
Mm-hmm.
You're good with that? Okay. All right. So number three, we have two more. That's it.
Um,
What's important to you? What causes or what values really matter to you? If money wasn't a factor, what would you feel called to do?
mm, Speak from the heart. I should have let Veronica take.
Did you
Let me see.
say what's important to you? Did you say speak from the heart?
No, that I was reading that from the screen, from the heart. That was on the screen. I was just reading it. That's all.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, what's
Um,
important to you?
for action will be, I mean, it will be saving people money. That's bottom line, whatever it is. But it already says in the question if money wasn't a factor, for me, so money is always a factor. Um,
What would you feel called to do?
let's see. Veronica, you want to finish it for me?
No, this is yours.
Gonna say
No.
it's not gonna be true. It's not gonna
This
be a
is
true
yours.
reflection for you.
Veronica's gonna have her own. Veronica's gonna have her own. So
Let me see. If
now
money
in
was a
here,
factor.
you know what I put in here? I put in here making money. What was important for
Yeah,
me? My answer was making money.
yes, that's what I was gonna say. It's always gonna be a factor. But the question three says, what causes the mission of value?
You put whatever you want in here. Like I said, my answer, these are just some helpful suggestions to help you come to that answer. But what is important to you? Your family, support, traveling, making sure people are taken care of, lifestyle, to
I would say
supply
money and
income for your
lifestyle.
family.
And lifestyle.
Freedom lifestyle. Is that what you said?
Lifestyle and money.
I can't hear you. It's breaking up a little bit.
You know, like the money and like freedom, like freedom.
Freedom. Okay.
Sorry, I think there's something wrong with my speaker. Sorry.
All right, so we have one more, Oranti. We've got one more question. What were you born to do? I think that's the last one. What do you feel you could truly, what do you feel you could truly make a difference? Where?
Calling voice user stepping into um I can see myself flying and being a pilot.
Really?
Yeah,
You want to be a pilot?
I would love to.
Oh, I love it. Okay. Okay. To be a pilot. Okay. That's what you're born to do. So you see how none of these answers really, a lot of these answers, and I like when it came out, I'm going to mute you because but I want you to see what it's. This is the response. It says, let me reflect back in what I see. And this is going to show you real income plus real freedom. So this is going to be some opportunity to give you a recap, what you love, making new connections. What are you great at doing? What's important to you is a freedom lifestyle. And what were you born to do? Fly. Okay. And it gives you a core theme. You are a connector, you're a guide. You value freedom, movement, and high level perspective. So it's going to give you some opportunities to see what did the coach give you that they see that would be a good business fit, a good career fit in the AI space. So the first one is AI assisted relationship builder. All right, why it fits you. You already love connecting people and helping them decide. AI just helps you do it faster and smarter. How that looks is you build relationships online. AI helps you with follow-up messages and content. We talked about that just with helping Chris, just to see how that can definitely help. And you guide people towards solutions, offers, and opportunities. The launch steps is where you might need me to help, or you might need some other mentor to help you with in these different departments. Choose one platform, Instagram, LinkedIn, or Facebook. Start conversations, and then use AI to start warming up those messages. All right. So this is if you were AI assistant relationship builder. I don't know, maybe coaching. I mean, that one is kind of unclear on like, what are you relationship building on? Because you went from connecting people to being in the sky. So it's that one's going to be a different one there. But this one here goes right in alignment with what I just said, decision coach, a digital guide. Okay. People struggle to choose just about any and everything, careers, tools, programs, next steps, relationships. So you're naturally good at helping them decide. So how about being a coach? And I love that, decision coach. I've never heard that before. But when you position yourself that way, then you start to attract people who are looking to work with you. So I love that when you offer one-on-one clarity calls, you set the stage on what that looks like for 1 hour with you, 6 weeks with you. Okay. And that way you can at least, that's leaning more into the decision making and support side that you have with people. The third thing, it's suggesting your journey to becoming a pilot. Freedom lifestyle is compelling. People follow paths, not perfection. So this one is a content creator. You document learning to fly and freedom goals. You can get content written, and you monetize it with different offers, partnerships, or education. So if your niche is about female pilots, then you could start doing some things online to help people get into that space. Never know, right? But that's your niche. Aviation dream, career switchers, freedom seekers. So I like that, but that's really getting closer to the aviation part of your life. The fourth thing is an affiliate and referral income opportunity. If you understand about affiliate marketing, it's simply you're in the middle. Let's just say an affiliate company may be selling this water bottle. I don't have it. I don't want to keep it, but I know I can sell it. And then the other end of this is a customer who wants this. So you're basically an affiliate getting paid for offering this product. Whoever is selling this, the original person, is going to ship it to my customer. So three people are happy. Your customer is happy, they got the product. You're happy because you made the sale and didn't need to keep water bottles in your backyard. And then the company is good because they made a sale that you helped with. So I love affiliate marketing where you have to pick out what are some things that I could offer that I don't have to personally be the customer service agent on, right? What are some services that people keep asking me over and over again that I could see if they have an affiliate opportunity to gain money with that? And if you're a coach, there are lots of affiliate opportunities that you can do. I'm in the credit education space, so I help people look at their credit all the time. So one of the affiliate opportunities inside of that is credit monitoring. So when someone signs up to get a copy of their credit report and they're keeping the credit monitoring, every single month that they keep that credit monitoring, that's an affiliate deposit for me. So think about who are you connected to that what company do I typically feed business to, but they're not feeding me back? This is the time to really start auditing that. So instead of it just being a one-way street of, yeah, I know someone can certainly help you with your credit. Here's who I used. But if you have an affiliate link, it's like, no. Here's my link. You go use this one here and you can get yourself set up. There's a different alignment when you start working with affiliate opportunities. Very profitable, very much remote work. And a lot of people are doing that. Long-term, and the last one, Oranti, that it said is long-term vision, aviation plus digital brand. So let's say, what is this saying for you? Build now with AI plus relationships. Train as a pilot without financial pressure. And eventually merge flying, content, and mentorship. Got it. This is how dreams become more sustainable. Now, at the end of everything here, if you needed to start putting more things together, more ideas, and you're like, I don't know what this means. I really like number 3, Laura. I want to build on that. Then you set up some time so we can talk and see how we can help execute that plan. Because I need it to come from here to actually get out so that you can start getting paid. All right. Did any of these resonate with you so far, or did you have a chance to kind of look through which one do you think that would be good for you? Because I can't answer it, Veronica can't answer it. What do you think that may resonate best with you?
Um, I think I forgot which one. Number 4. Yeah, definitely resonate with me.
Affiliate?
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely
Yeah.
resonate because as I was reading, as you're moving, scrolling on the screen, I can relate
Mm-hmm.
to that.
That's the easy one. Yeah. So if that's something where you know what outcome that you really want, you think about how is this going to end? And if I'm thinking I want to sell services, all of these different, let's say 5 different affiliate opportunities, and how are you going to get people to want to get here? Well, you've got to have valuable content. You've got to have good, consistent content that brings people to that and then want more information to whatever you're going to be offering. All right. Not to sound like a salesperson, but the content that I have is not salesy. It's very
Mhm.
much, it just persuades people to think, wow, I didn't think about that. It's engaging also. All right, so that's a good one. All right, so that's what you would get. And that's kind of the brainstorming part of this GPT so that you can at least get the benefit of getting something out of it. All right, so that's how I would use it. Um, did anyone else want to kind of take a stab at it?
I would,
Who was that?
Yvonne.
Okay, Yvonne, it's your turn.
I'm gonna warn you, I have a lot going on.
You only have a lot going on because you made it that way.
I know.
Too much on the plate is not a flex. That means your schedule needs to be organized. And I mean, your calendar should look like a doctor's. Whatever your office hours are, they need to be set and you got to have those boundaries. This is the only time I'm working late after 7 o'clock because after 7, I'm not taking any calls. There's no emergency in real estate like that. A loan officer was helping me with a lead about 2 weeks ago. And I was on the phone, finished up one of these sessions, probably about 8 something. And so he says, are you available to talk? Can you give him a call tonight? I said, absolutely not. There's no fire tonight. There's no house that I can get him tonight. It will wait tomorrow. That's boundaries. So boundaries. Set your office hours. If you all have not done that, please set your office hours. Set your office hours up. Sunday, I don't work. Sunday, I'm like Chick-fil-A. ChatGPT is taking a break right now. Oh, Ranty, shut the system down. Let me show you while I'm getting that up because I don't know if she needs a break or to be refreshed or what. Let me show you what the consultation looks like because in some of yours, Yvonne, we're going to get to yours in a minute. Some of your profiles may come out where coaching is something that you want to do. So as I mentioned earlier, I got certified last October. And I got it simply because I knew I wanted to stay in the real estate community to be able to train on AI. Now I'm thinking, oh, it's got to be something deeper. I'm not techie. I'm not a developer. I don't need to be. But one thing that does need to happen is we need to start with the basics first. And so I knew what my niche was. So I'm speaking with a young lady earlier today. She's a realtor with Samson. And I said, if you're going to start doing your sessions out with she wanted to get more buyers, right? And she promotes more grants and she talks about grants and different opportunities, down payment assistance for teachers. And I said, all right, well, what you can do is you can go inside of ChatGPT and you can ask for a spreadsheet of all of the schools in Virginia. And by doing that, you're going to be very specific. Hey, I need names and numbers of all and email addresses of all of the public schools inside of Virginia. Just say the state or maybe the county, right? And I said, go through that because if you wanted to be the realtor that comes in to talk about real estate, there you go. Get it on a spreadsheet. And now you can just start going down it and just inviting yourself. Hey, I'm Nicole and I'm a realtor with Samson Properties and I love to speak, no charge, but I wanted to come and at least talk to your teachers and maybe drop some things off. Who would be the best contact for that? You get all the contacts for that and all you need to do is copy and paste the same email. You will be invited to come to these schools. And that's how she's getting inside the doors. I say, you can create that niche right there. And she's using AI to be able to get that spreadsheet fast. How long would it typically take you to get all of the schools in Virginia, all of the public schools on a spreadsheet? ChatGPT can do that just in a couple of seconds with that request. All right, let me show you the money. Let me show you the money. Let's see, ChatGPT is still on a break. All right. When you become a consultant, this is the screen that popped me and made me say, okay, I can do this. All right. I don't have to be perfect at what I'm doing, but at least I'm going to get started. So October, I went August, I went in with Alicia Little's program with her certification program. And you might have heard of her. She's pretty well known talking about her program. If you're going to be an AI consultant, then you're going to get paid differently. Remember, you are you're in the front end of this wave. And there is no, oh, the salary is this. You're a consultant and you can pretty much set the stage on what you want to do. So here's how this would go. If let's just say you just get a little bit of knowledge, you know, a little bit about AI, you looked at my presentation, you're like, I can do that better than her. Do it. That's fine. Your hourly rate is going to be anywhere between 150 to 250 an hour. And ladies and gentlemen, did we have to leave our house for our session today, this morning? No, I mean 150 to 250 on doing a Zoom. So depending on how many of those can you do, awesome. Your sky's the limit. I'm looking for remote opportunities because I'm looking to move up out of the United States at some point. If you saw my projects, I had Dominican Republic on there. I'm in there a lot, getting information about DR for the past 2 years. So now let's say you go through the certification program and you're now certified, you know enough information, you know more than what you did not certified, but you now have more knowledge. You've gone through the testing and you have gotten your certification. Now your hourly range has a comma in it. So now, as again, we start thinking about the weather outside is doing what it does. If I could use my genius and be like Oranti and say, well, if I could talk and teach and do some things that I know and help move and connect people, what industries might I want to start in? Teachers might be one. Real estate companies could be another. Property management, that's a whole separate lane that you can conquer. Right? So if you're thinking, all right, 250, all right, I can do this. Here's how this conversation goes, and I don't want you guys leaving money on the table. If I were to call Chris today, and let's say Chris has an organization and her company needs a consultant or a trainer really to talk on AI. So I'm calling Chris and I say, hey, I am a certified AI consultant, and I know that you've got realtors in your office. I know they pretty much need to know a little bit more about AI in their business, right? So are you open for a presentation? I have my schedule open for March and April. What works best? The conversation at some point is going to come to, Lori, how much for your services, right? Because we're so used to being on the defense with the commission conversation that you answer that question immediately. Here, you're going to do things a little bit different. When Chris says, Lori, how much is it? How much do you charge to come and do a training for our team? I'm asking her a question. Hey, Chris, what is in your budget for the education for professional training? Because if I sell myself too short and I say, $500, I'll do it for $500. Because sometimes we don't understand the maximum. I'm okay with 500. But she could have said first, oh, we only have 1,500 for that budget for our professional trainer. Is that going to work for you? Because she doesn't know. So don't get into that battle where you speak first. You need to find out, hey, Chris, what is in your budget for education training? Okay. And you guys may go back and forth, but you know, the one who asked them the question, you're going to win, but do not give your number first. Because if I said, I'll do it for 500, but she's giving me 1,500 from her budget, I would have lost that money. I would have been out $1,000, right? So if you are interested in being a consultant, then I'll certainly share with you how you can be a consultant, because that way you can demand and you can be the boss in any lane that you want to go in. All right. I made this decision where I was going to be in the real estate community. I'm just in the state of Maryland. I went to all of the real estate boards in October, did the spreadsheet, asked AI, get me all of the education committee, all emails, phone numbers, all of that. Last week, I spoke to the Eastern Shore Board. Thankful. Today, Prince George's County Board. Loved it. Next week is going to be NAREB, National Association of Real Estate Brokers, right? So are they all paid? No. But there's going to be opportunities for you to be able to offer something in the deal where you could offer something at the end for your clients as well. So it's a win for you. How many of you may be interested in being a consultant? You could dominate the lane, first person in. Like I said, you were the first one in that space, then you get to determine what your income really could be. Okay, good, Ramona. All right, good. I'll make sure that you
I am.
if you get the either of the kits, all of that will be in there, and I'm going to show you how that works out. So being an AI consultant, that one alone, that's not my program. That is a program that I am a part of, but I highly recommend it. I highly recommend it because the community is very supportive and you get what you need and you get a lot of support from the people that are in there and from the Alicia Little and her team. So love it for that. All right, now let's take a look at these other items. My AI stack, I wanted to share this with you. ChatGPT is still spiraling around. That's weird. But at least we went through both of those. Yvonne, I haven't forgot about you, boy. As soon as she acts right, we're going to get back in there. So also inside both of those kits that you'll get the toolkit and the setup, you're going to get my tools that I use. I don't use everything at one time because you would just overcomplicate your life if you do that, right? So one of the things that you want to make sure, in addition to setting your calendar, Yvonne, and setting the boundaries that we require for ourselves to be sane, you definitely want to make sure that you are saying yes to the right things and saying no to the right things too. So having, first of all, your boundaries as far as your day. When are you up? When are you working? What are you doing? Every 15 or 30 minutes should have something you're accountable for. Think how a doctor has their schedule. Every 15 minutes, there's a new appointment. Hairstylists do the same thing, overbook, right? But every 15 to 30 minutes, can't you put something in your schedule where you are doing lead generation for buyers? Take a 15-minute break. The next 30 minutes, you are doing lead generation for sellers. Take a 15-minute break and come back. Like you should be doing that. Give yourself lunch time. Give yourself a lunch break. Treat your employment like it's a job. You're the boss. That's a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. So here are some of the tools that I use. We went over Opus. So when you click on it, it'll go right to the site so you can start playing around with it. If you like video and you know you've done video, whether it's on Zoom, YouTube, you're going to be able to use this to be able to shorten it, to have some reels so that you can have content for your social media. So I love that because it not only provides the text, but it also gives you the B-roll in there so that you can have a high quality looking video. All right, so Opus, click on that if that's something you're looking for, if you need viral clips for your videos. So let's say I had a 1 hour video that I did, and I was talking on the Zoom, not like this where it makes me a small thumbnail, but let's say it was me talking right on here. And if I wanted to just break that up, take that link from Zoom, I could take that and I could put it inside of Opus Clips. And it will chop it down and give me probably about 30 to 40 opportunity videos. Not all of them are going to be wins because some of them may catch you in the middle of a sentence, but some of them are going to be perfect. And those are the ones that you're going to upload to your social media. A lot of times, guys, you can simply use your own Zoom account, turn the recorder on, and just speak value. Hey, guys, here's 5 tips on what you can do to improve your credit in 2026. 1, boom, 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 boom. 2, boom, 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 right? So if you do something like that, that video could easily be, let's say, 2 minutes. So you take that video, that MP4, that video, put it into Opus. It's going to give you a high value video. It's going to make it look much better. It's not just going to be you talking on screen. It's going to add some background video that makes sense to what you're talking about. Okay. HeyGen. HeyGen is that I love HeyGen because it gives me the opportunity to create my twin. You saw the twin pictures that I pretty much made of myself. I can use those and have her speak as well, as I showed you those videos. So click on that if you're interested in playing around with that. How did I learn more about HeyGen? I went to YouTube. I went to YouTube, but I actually last year went through a course. One of my mentors, Tamara Allen, I'm not sure if anybody knows her, but she is killing it in the cloning, the twinfluencer game. And I really wanted to get good with it. So I went with her course, which was like 5 weeks of us working together. Once a week we met. It was intense, but it taught me how to really clone myself properly. And that's what I wanted, really, just to hurry up and get in there. So sometimes you just need to get involved with some of the courses just so you can hurry up and get the process started. So HeyGen is wonderful creating video, images. Kling is one of the videos you can check out to do video generation. Same thing as HeyGen, just a different avenue. Kriya does images. Okay, Kriya does images. So it just gives you a brief idea of what it does. You can start sampling on these. CapCut is good if you needed to use it just for editing video. If you wanted to add some funky little templates in it and just make your videos pop a little bit, CapCut does have a free account I keep on my phone. 11 Labs is if you needed to clone your voice, and you can use it on systems like HeyGen, Kling, Kriya. But basically, this is just creating your voice so that the avatar sounds like you. If you wanted to create some faceless videos, we can go to Syllabi and Lovable. Some of the realtors that I work with, I help them create their communities, like their online Facebook communities. So instead of just giving the link to the Facebook page, I'm helping them create a landing page that goes in front that talks about Alexandria, all the city, the parks, the restaurants. If you want to join this exclusive online community to hear more about everything touching real estate, put your name, email, and phone number in. So Lovable can create those type of landing pages quickly, right? So that landing page, when the person puts in their info, then it directs them to the Facebook community. The reason why that is done is because that Lovable page is being directed to her CRM. So that I don't want to be talking too much about CRMs because you're like, no, not CRM. The CRM, she's building her CRM simply from that. And so her call to actions on her pages are, if you want to join a community where we talk everything that touches real estate, join down below. And her link is to that Lovable page, that landing page that she made just for Alexandria, people who are interested in that. And when they do, boom, they go in. You understand when you go to Facebook, if you start a group page now, you can't track who's in there. So in order for me to give you information and the content and all the resources that I'm giving you inside this Facebook page, we need a little something from you. And that's just on the landing page, you're getting their name, phone number, and email address. So she's building her CRM up just by using Lovable. Durable is very similar. It's just making another website in just a matter of seconds. Okay? So you've got the tools. We're going to try to see if Chad is back on her behavior, because Yvonne needs to get some things off her chest that we need to know about. And then we can wrap things up from there. It's been acting a little weird today. So I was in HeyGen earlier today. Sometimes technology does what it wants to do. Sometimes it needs a break. It needs a break. All right, Yvonne, we ready? She's ready.
Yes.
All right. All right, so it's asking your name. So I'm going to put that in here. 4 questions, same as Oranti, right? What do you love to do?
Event planning.
Got it. Number 2, what are you good at? Shit, event planning.
Oh, what I'm good at. Communicating.
Got it. What's important to you?
Oh, shoot, a whole lot. I guess financial stability, I guess.
Mhm. Let's not skate around it. Mhm. Okay. And the last thing is, what were you born to do?
Um, help people.
Got it. You've got the same kind of answers I have. Very similar. All right. Now it's kind of summarizing what you do, what you love, all the answers, just kicking it back. It's going to give you 4 opportunities. You ready?
Yes.
Number 1, AI assisted event planning consultant. Ooh, that word is there again.
Oh, yes.
All right, so you already understand events, communication. So AI is going to help you plan it faster, price higher, and serve more clients without burnout. So pick a niche as far as who you want to help. Then you're going to use, I'm under quick steps right now, because this is what you need to do. Use AI to create timeline, budgets, vendor lists, and proposals. Pretty simple. Offer virtual planning or coordination packages. And it gives you kind of an income potential. People think right now that photographers are going to be out of business. Photographers are actually flipping the game and they're doing something similar to this. They're making online imagery for Valentine's Day, holiday. There's a holiday every month. So just imagine, I don't want to get dressed up, do the hair, get everything ready for a photo shoot, which could easily cost me over $1,500. But she's putting together these packages where she can clone you and put you wherever you want. If you want to be in Paris, if you want to have, um, a sweetheart kind of photo shoot, then you can do all that. So, well, the virtual planning is really just mapping out if someone can't hire you to come to Texas or, things like that. They're like, well, that's not in my budget. Well, you can at least virtually plan it out for them. And that's the income potential per event. Not bad. 1.
Okay.
Did you think about that?
Actually, I have. I
So good. So
think,
these are confirmations. So these are
yeah, it
confirmations
is.
as well. So number 2, it's saying AI powered client concierge, virtual coordinator, offer services to coaches, realtors, and event hosts or small businesses. Everyone's putting on an event. So you can use AI for content, basically, follow-ups, onboarding. Position yourself as a relationship manager. That income potential per client is anywhere between $2,000 and $6,000.
Okay.
Okay. The third one, content and community manager using AI. Why this fits you is you communicate well and you enjoy helping people feel informed and supported. So, can you manage somebody's social media or online community? You're using AI to write their post, things that they don't want to do, respond to comments, things they don't want to do, and newsletters. Focus on engagement, not just posting. You could secure a brand, a company that wants to pay you, and you can easily set your monthly at anywhere between $15,000 and $4,000 per brand.
Okay.
Companies will pay retainers to do stuff they don't want to do. So if you are even working with a company that does events, their social media page may look like trash. They haven't posted since August of last year. So in order for them to stay in business, you're keeping their page afloat with AI imagery. newsletters, okay, and things like that. That's a good, yeah, that's a good one. Digital products for events. All right, now we're talking money that you wake up to. There are some AI assisted templates that you can create one time that people will keep buying from you, such as event checklist, planning guides, ebooks, and even timelines. And the places where you can sell them are Etsy, Gumroad, or even your own website. So these are good because this is passive income where if you set it, somebody could be buying it from you tonight. You never know when they're going to come across your template when they need it. But if you are I want you, what I see for you is if even if you were to create a separate Instagram page and it's all about imagery, right? And if you're doing that, what is the call to action? Like, okay, these are pretty pictures. What are you selling? If you look in the bio section, it'll typically tell you they're typically selling a course, checklist, or something in that bio section. And that's what I typically help coaches with. Find realtors. What is it that you need to say that you keep saying over and over again, but you're just not getting paid for it? Maybe you need to create these things so that when people are asking you for them, you can direct them to your site and they'll pay you for it. So those are the 4 things that came up for you, Miss Yvonne. And if you need to take things a step further, then we can connect and talk about how that works out for you.
Sounds great. Thank
I
you.
like it. I can see the Instagram page already. I can see it.
I'm trying.
Perfect. All right.
Thank you.
So any questions? You're welcome. Any questions from what we just went over?
Yes. How long does it take to become an AI consultant? And what do you have to do?
That one is at your pace. That's a good question. I was determined, so I got through it. I started it in late October. And just because I was just doing stuff, I finished around mid-October. But it's at your pace. Some people are getting it done in a week. It depends how hungry you are.
How many classes or things you have to take?
Hmm?
How many classes or trainings?
They have modules in there. What you need to complete for the test is about, I'm going to say 20 modules.
Okay.
But they're not long. They're not like 1 hour each. They're like 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes here. They're different, but they're broken up. They're definitely broken up into
What's the
bite-sized.
cost to do that?
To be a consultant, $49.97. And do they have payment options? Yes, they do. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know.
$49.97 as in
$4,997.
oh, okay.
You're like, that's it? That's all it is? Let me give you the links directly to that. But inside, if you are interested in just doing that, then I'll give you the link to that. But inside the toolkit, you will find it. The setup, you'll also have it as well. But that way, at least you can start getting a head start on getting some info on that. And just look at the ROI on that. You're not looking at how much does this cost. You're looking at what is my ROI once I start getting rocking and rolling, and what is this going to do for me? What is this going to do for me once you get it? All right, you're going to get that money back. There are people in there that are getting contracts. They're getting contracts, and why not you? Why not you? Rotary clubs, there's companies that are out here just paying consultants to come in because their staff, their team does not know anything about it. One of my clients I closed last year, I said something about Chat GPT, and she's like, what is that? Didn't even know what it was, right? I'm like, you're kidding, right? So you think that people are on a different level, but a lot of people, just like you guys are here getting the basics, they're not at that intermediate level quite yet. So you learn a little, teach a little, get paid a lot, get paid a lot. I'm setting up to move into the DR. So this business I can take with me. Hello? All right. So I dropped in the chat, the toolkit, the setup, either one, you're going to get access to all of the AI tools that we talked about. The setup is best if you need my help directly to get things going with me. Okay. If you needed help, one-on-one getting things done. If you are interested in just a toolkit and just get the replays, do it yourself, just do things at your pace. Even what we just talked about as far as my toolkit that I use, get that. It's all in there. And if you're interested in being an AI consultant, I put that inside here as well, because we can't be hitting these streets and showing houses forever, right? We can't be showing houses forever. So it's time to use our genius, time to use the things that we're born to do, things that we like to do, and start doing things more online. All right. And if I can be your coach to help you launch those and actually get that done, let's schedule it. Let's schedule it to actually jump on a call and actually see how we can put these things together. I'll put my calendar on here once more, so that if you need it just to book a Q&A just with me, let's do that. All right.
Thank you, Coach Laura.
No, thank you, man. Jeff, was that you?
Yes,
Thank you,
I
Jeff.
already have mine set up.
You did it already?
I set mine up earlier today.
Okay, good. Well, I'm anxious. Why don't you let me know later what your results come out?
Okay.
All right. All right. Any other questions, you guys? Jeff, aren't you at Samson?
Yep, at the National Harbor office.
Mhm.
You? Yeah. No?
Bowie. I'm in Bowie office. So we did good. Enough demo for tonight. All right. Showed you how to make some money, showed you how to make some content, showed you some consulting opportunities. There's always more. So stay tuned whenever I'm doing any kind of webinars in the future. Stay tuned for those. It can definitely help your business, definitely give you some new ideas. I'm working right now on creating a man. Oh, yes, I'm creating a man, and his name is Marco. And I'm creating him inside of HeyGen. I'm creating him so that he can do some work for me. And he's going to be the petty coach. Be gentle. He's the petty life coach. He's the
Yeah,
sarcastic one,
yeah,
always giving
yeah. If you
advice.
want to make some money, you can do that and make a whole lot. Create man for everyone.
He's the petty life coach, all right? And Marco just gives all the opinions of what men should be doing, but they're not doing. Women, why are you settling for this? And so, what is the call to action? Well, it's funny because women are going to be like, yes, that's me. Oh my God. Marco gets me. He's handsome. He's good to look at, but he's also got that dry, sarcastic kind of sense of humor. So, what is the call to action going to be for that particular faceless? Well, not particularly faceless, but that particular page. Marco's going to make me money selling affiliate opportunities. So, Ranty, you're on the right page as far as that course or affiliate opportunities. They make money. All right. So, thank you guys very much. Jeff, I want to hear later about what you got going on. If there's anything I can do extra to support any of your businesses, I'm here. You guys have a great evening. I'll send this replay out.
Coach Lori. Coach Lori.
Yes.
I just had a quick
Yes.
question. Do you offer any trainings for creating videos? I'm pretty good with the Chat GPT. I've been using it to that capacity, but it's creating the videos is where I sometimes get a hang up. So like you said, sometimes the extra finger comes up, or they end up with a different tool in their hand. They had a journal and then at the end they have a hammer. So yeah.
Right. Like I didn't say anything about a hammer, and why do you think that I have only 3 fingers? Yes,
Absolutely.
we can talk about that if you need some more of that video assistance.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So I will
got the
put
calendar
that
link?
Yes, and I will put that in the comment for that particular subject where you're inquiring.
Perfect.
Okay, thank you so much.
Not a problem. Shauna,
Thank
have
you.
a wonderful evening, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll be
You're
in touch.
welcome.
Okay.
Okay, love.
Okay.
Chris, you want to see Marco, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to show you Marco in a couple weeks. He'll be out shortly.
Okay.
He'll be out shortly. All right. Have a good evening, everyone. Ladies, have a good night.
You.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks so much. Ritzy.
You're welcome.
Bye, Veronica. Glad you got back on with no tech issues.